Hello, everyone. Um, it's a little depressed last night. I don't know if it was worse, the Knicks blowing the lead or my karaoke, but my voice is a little hoarse. Forgive me. Just want to reflect on the conversations that we had this week. And, all the connections that were made. There's so much information, and for me, being back here with all of you just inspires me so much. Well, my voice really sounds bad. But it inspires me so much to continue down the path. I know you saw a brief snippet of the video that the team at Z Primes put together, and I'm excited to share my story with you. But I'm sure that all of you have your own stories that have built over time and led you to this place where we feel like we have to provide this service and we have to leave this planet in a better place than we found it, and we have to drive transformative change. And I think that's what's at the center of Ethos. Nancy, what's your reflection?
When I come to conferences like this, what drives me to want to continue to contribute, but also to connect, and I think that is the ethos of ETS, that is the ethos of our utility industry, right? Whether you're an IOU or a POU, at the end of the day, you're serving a ratepayer, you're serving people, you're serving our community. And when I think of the ethos of ETS, it is bringing in all walks of life, from a vendor to an investor-owned utility to a publicly elected board like myself, and that ethos of bringing different opinions, different backgrounds together to try to find solutions and offer programmatic change that each and every one of us can take back, take home to whatever our job may be, whatever the community is, and to be able to take those nuggets, right, from the week to say, maybe not all of it applies to me. As some people, we used to joke at SMUD, we want to be on the cutting edge, not the bleeding edge, right? We want someone else to do it first. I think being here, bringing all of us together, gives us those ideas, gives us those programmatic items that we can take, merge, bring back, and make our own from wherever we come from.
I couldn't agree more, and well said, but with all the information that was shared, there's a lot of decisions to be made. Like, where will you start to prioritize what you want to bring back to your organization or back to your community? And decision fatigue is a real thing. So there's this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, and one of the quotes is, "We don't rise to the level of our intentions, we fall to the level of our habits." Right?
I think that's a common issue, not only in the utility industry. We oftentimes get stuck in what we're doing, right? And it is really hard. I can tell you at SMUD, we were very proud for so many years of building our own homegrown systems, right? There weren't things in the industry that met our needs, and so we had a team of people building the applications, building the software we need. Now, as we look forward, we need to have more of an enterprise integrated view. And I think that's what I know I will be looking at, and our staff, again, I'm a board member, so I will not be making the decisions, but we will help with our policies and our governance and our staff to go, okay, we've heard a lot of things. It's oftentimes drinking from the fire hose. What programs, what concepts can we take back that will integrate with what we have today and help us get to the next level? So we call it the low-hanging fruit. So when I sit and I listen, right, when I'm looking at or hearing about some customer outreach that is unique, when I hear about the use of AI in certain limited instances, those are the low-hanging fruit. What we'll need to do as a board, oftentimes when we go out, we reflect, right? We reflect on the week and we say, from a governance position, do we need to look at our policies to be able to be more flexible, to be able to allow our staff to have the metrics and goals in place so that they can go find what is best for our utility? And I think that's the conversation that each of and every one of you will go back. We heard a lot this week. So what are the quick hits? There's always quick hits that I find at these conferences, just like tweaks to programs that we already have, outreaching in a different way. Great. And then take those larger concepts and work with your teams. I oftentimes, in my day job, so I'm a CIO, when I go to these conferences, I'll just whiteboard a lot of the things, just get it all out when I'm done and go, what is doable today without burning many calories? I call it try not to burn too many calories. And what will actually take a strategic change? And you have to bucket those and work with your staff and brainstorm with your staff to say, these are the moonshot goals. These are the moonshot things. But you have to have them to make you push, right? Otherwise, you just will be caught in the daily doldrums of, okay, well, it's not broken, so let's just keep plugging along. So how do we push ourselves and our staff when we go back to stretch more?
And it's going to take firm foundational leadership. And we're all leaders in this room, and each of us at different levels of leadership. And leadership doesn't necessarily mean how many people follow you, but how many leaders you're able to develop as well. And the next tier will be how many leaders you develop that could develop leaders behind them. And as we close, I just want to center the conversation back to ethos. So E, right, the most valuable form of power is empowerment. So E, empowerment. Right, we'll have T, we'll do that together. H is for hope, right? We hope that we'll get there in an efficient way. O is the opportunity that's in front of us right now to meet these challenges. And then S is service. We all act in service for the betterment of humanity. With that, I want to thank everyone at Z Prime, the staff, Jason, happy birthday again, and everyone for being here. All of you make this a success. So thank you, and get home safe.
Thank you.